Hi. So it is Saturday, the 23rd, and I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. Boring day, seriously. There's really not much going on, and we'll just go this way. And yeah, I didn't really get up. Well, I got up at like, I don't know, 9:30 or 10, but then I sat around all day. Didn't really do a whole lot. Watched Roswell. Worked. Updated news links and worked on an order, and yeah. So a chiropractor that a lot of the girls at work go to went on this life experience changing journey up Mount McKinley in Alaska, and he has been training for 3 years for this, and he's missing. He's gone. No one can find him. They're performing, searches, and rescuers are out, and they just cannot find him. He was last seen on Wednesday this week, and people say that they saw him go off by himself, that he left a note at 4:30 in the morning and went to go trek it all on his own, without gear and without food. And from hearing from them talk, he seems like a very organized, planned person, so it's very weird. I don't know. So it's kind of weird to, 6 degrees, not really know somebody, but kind of know about somebody that's in that situation. So I hope they find him. I hope he's all right. And yeah. There's an article, there's a story of some crazy fucking bitch in New Mexico, I think it was Albuquerque, that killed her child and buried him in a shallow grave in a sand, a play area, like a little sand pit, and he was found earlier in the week, and that just, stuff like that, it just, I don't get it, I don't understand it. And, these people who decide that they can just snuff out everybody's lives because they're fucked up, that's bullshit. If you're fucked up, go blow your own fucking head off. I'm not condoning it. I've been there myself once, and, I took the pills, but I'm still here, and I never once wanted to hurt anyone else because I was in pain. It hadn't, it wasn't, that wasn't the solution to the problem. I mean, I was the one that was hurting, so I wanted to stop my own, and just because, you're upset at your kid, you fucking kill them, and then you bury them in a shallow grave, that's absolutely just mortifying to me. I don't get it, and it's things like that fascinate me, yet terrify me about our fucked up brains. It's great, and it's I don't know. I just go through and I read the news. I didn't go for the longest time. I haven't listened to the news. I didn't watch the news. I don't have. I choose to not have regular television or cable or anything. I just watch stuff online if I need to. But every day now, I go through CNN, and I go through Yahoo and MSN and ABC and Fox, and I read. I don't read just all the main stuff. I go into obscure. I'm going through Cherry Creek again, which is why the camera's going all funky. But there's so many good things that could be portrayed in this world as long with the bad, and I think that needs to change. And I think that we as a people need to start making better decisions of what the fuck we want for ourselves and for future generations and for humanity in general. Because if we don't start doing this shit, and everybody talks about it, but I mean, everybody can do their own little bit. I try to do mine, but it has to go on a national level. And it's just like I had a long drunken discussion, but I remember everything, and I was coherent, and I knew what I was talking about. I had this conversation with my boss yesterday about corporations, and she's just like, "There's stuff you don't understand." And I said, well, granted, in any work situation, there's stuff that I don't understand, but the bottom line is that conglomerates and corporations and all these companies that want to make all this money, they want money. They don't care what they do to get it. It doesn't matter who gets fucked over in the process. It does not matter if the little man gets screwed over. It doesn't matter, customer service and satisfaction in the long run. Enough people are going to go through because they want that hot thing, or it's a necessity or something like that. There's such a demand for it that nobody's willing to fix the problem. And I've always butted heads with people in managerial positions. I mean, I've been there too, and I've done that stuff, and I run when I'm in charge of something, I run it totally different. Now, granted, depending on different situations, I do act differently, and I do believe in the overall moral ethics and guidelines that you have to do your job, and sometimes the job, it's your job, and if you're going to do that, then you believe in the values and the mission statement and yada yada yada, or what you're actually doing as a service. But ethics come into it no matter what, and it's just whether you're going to go do your job and not have the moral ethic to do what's right and defy those other people who won't make that decision, who want that money, and they're getting that money, and they don't fucking care. They don't care that they've had to fire these people for no apparent reason whatsoever, other than they can save their own paycheck. And you know what? That's what they have to do to make their money. It's not right. Don't agree with it at all whatsoever. I don't know. It's one of the things that frustrates me about the world as well. People are just crazy and greedy, but then there's good people. And sometimes the good weighs out the bad, but that's a whole nother rant and rave for another time. And it does not take that long to turn a corner. Jesus. But, supposed to go to Bishop's Castle tomorrow with Serena and Donna, so I'll be making a little video on the way down, probably a couple of some pictures. It is, I think I already said this. Well, I didn't post it. It's down past Pueblo, Colorado, in the mountains. So we're just going to go drive around and see what we can find, and go hang out and get away for a while and just do something. Tuesday night is the 9 Inch Nails concert, and Brandon's going with me, so I'll be posting something about that, I'm sure. We'll have Brendan say hi. And I don't know. That was my profound something today, I guess. And lately, I don't know what's going on, but there have been a lot more visible younger homeless people around on the corners. I just passed one that's a couple, and I don't know if they're real or not. I mean, some of them, yes, it's probably real, and yes, that's stupid to say, but there are a lot of people who do it for side money, and okay, I guess maybe not a lot. There are some people that go out and do it. That was an asshole statement. I apologize, but you don't ever know, and I mean, that's one of the things that I want to do too. I have